Hi, everybody. It's Sunday. Sunday. So, this is probably going to be short, maybe 30-ish minutes. We'll try to keep it right there. But before I begin all that, let me preface this video by saying this video is not made for children. Thanks, YouTube. Also, this video is sponsored by Nomad Internet. The link is down below. And if you use the discount code CrystalVanner25, you will get a discount. Now, I'm just going to pull us up on my tablet here. Without you hearing the echo. And greetings and salutations to everybody. I'm not quite with the grand rising just yet. It doesn't feel like me. So greetings and salutations is my new jam. I kind of bought into the don't say good morning thing because morning is like you're in mourning or whatever. I don't know, whatever. We're just going to see. Hopefully you can hear me. If you cannot, please say so in the chat immediately. I'm using the microphone, the big external used to be podcast mic. So, anyway, good morning to my channel partners. Good morning to the Vanner Fanner family members that have been down and holding me down and watching old videos. If you want to become a channel partner, that is all down below as well. I should do a video on all that, huh? How to do all that. I think I have cream on my nose. Wash my face and put my face moisturizer on. Anyway, I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. However, I got some books in the mail, and if you follow me on social media, I don't know if I put it on Crystal Vanner. I'll do that. I put it on the Facebook, but I don't think I put it on the Instagram. I got some books in the mail. I have this really precarious situation going on with this chair. I need a small office chair, a slim office chair that will raise and lower. But until then, I'm using my camp chair, and it's very precarious because it's extremely tight here. Sorry about the booty shot. Sorry about the butt shot. Not much butt back there, but sorry about that. I'm also burning incense. So I got these books. I got the one book. Mr. P suggested this book, so I got this one book. And this is another book by the same author. Might use this on a Freaky Friday when we go back to doing Freaky Fridays in January. So what you do is you ask someone to give you a number between 1 and 217. And they pick a number, and you go to that number in the book, and you ask that question or that scenario or what have you, and you guys answer it. It's a great icebreaker way to start conversations about different things pertaining to life and, fun things and some silly things. So anyway, all that jazz. All right, I am on the tablet for the chat. I'm going to put it on live chat so I get everything as it comes in. Everyone is just doing all their greetings. I said all that. Anybody have any questions? Don't forget to put your questions in all caps with an emoji. I appreciate my mods helping me out. Just don't get so quick with your wrench there. Give some people a chance. If it's not too out there, let's let them have a second chance. I am going to, hi Mercury Queen, yes. I'm going to add some wrenches here. And some people are going to get a couple of wrenches. It's always good to have extra wrenches out there. So I think I'm going to just open this book up and ask a question because I don't see any questions on my screen. I'm just cracking the cover. I think I'm the first one to crack the cover on this thing. You heard that spine just make that noise? Wow. All right, I'm going to do question 128. It opened up on this page with 3 questions. You are at a lake with some friends. The sun is warm and the water is cold. Going into the water would temporarily chill you, but you know that later the warm sun would be even more enjoyable and you will be glad you'd gone in. Will you take the plunge? I'm doing it. Exuberantly, yes. I'm doing it. I saw that. I actually signed the petition. There was a petition, Jackie. Um, I say Jacqueline. Sorry, I just gave you a nickname. My bad. LeVar Burton. LeVar Burton is being considered as the new Jeopardy host. I actually signed an online petition to help negate that, to make that happen, because yes, I do love LeVar Burton, not just for Reading Rainbow, but of course Star Trek, people, Trekkie. So yes, I signed the online petition to have him be the next Jeopardy host, because why not? Why not? He would be awesome. Awesome. So yes, everyone else is saying yes. So everyone says yes. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, we're jumping in there. Okay, so I'm going to go to the first person that said yes. D Jones, pick a number between 1 and 217. You get to pick the next question for the group to answer. 1 and 217. 7. All right. Do you think that the world would be a better or worse place 100 years from now? What does everyone say? That's a toughie. 2020 has me a little bit jaded. That's all I'm saying. If we're basing it off of this year, ooh, I'm going to hopefully say it's going to be better. And whoever I see first in the chat that I have on my tablet will get to pick the next number. Jody. Jody says worse. Okay, Jody, your turn. Pick a number between 1 and 217. Let me give out another wrench. Jody, we're waiting. Between 1 and 217. All right, 18 says Jody. I think I'm on a delay. I think YouTube is on like a 20-second delay. So I found a new streaming platform to try out, and I'm hoping to try it next Saturday for our weekly live, StreamYard. I had been researching it before it was suggested to me. I believe Gigi, you suggested that, but yeah. All right, so 18. Jody says 18. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one ability or quality, what would it be? I'm choosing flight all day long. Flight, 100%. I've always said if I got a superpower or super ability, it would be flight. I stand by it. I have said that since I was a child. Flight is the ability that I want. Just saying. Susan says mind reading. That's a good one. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Gigi says healing. Okay. Cool. Born Earth says, so interesting that some people think of LeVar Burton as an audiobook reader. A lot of people who did not grow up watching Reading Rainbow or anything else he did before his podcast don't know LeVar Burton. It's a whole nother young generation out there listening to podcasts and have stumbled upon his podcast. It's excellent. I'm telling you now, if you're looking for short, quick podcasts for even just your commute to work, LeVar Burton Reads podcast is excellent. Most stories are under an hour long, and they are awesome. He does a lot of sci-fi, which I guess is why I love him. So yeah. All right, so we're seeing all kinds of things. Healing, invisibility, transform objects into other things, and time travel. All right, Susan, since you were the first one to pop up, please choose a number between 1 and 217. These are good answers. I like this. This is very good. Eileen says wiggle her nose and be where I want to be with Bewitched. Okay, not mad at that one either. That's similar to flight, because my thing about flight is I just want to be where I want to be when I want to be there. So yeah, I'm down with the Bewitched nose thing too. I loved that show. Absolutely loved it. That was one of those shows where they switched main characters on us, kind of like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air did the whole switch with the mom. They switched Darren's on us on Bewitched. They switched husbands. All right, 45 says Susan. Someone very close to you is in pain, paralyzed, and will die within a month. He begs you to give him poison so that he can die. Would you? What if it were your father? Wow, that's deep. Well, I didn't grow up with the father, so I can't answer that from that perspective. But if I had someone in pain in my life who was paralyzed and couldn't do anything and was going to die within a month, I would definitely help them. Yes, I would. Sorry, I would. I would help them to not be in pain anymore. Yep. I am down with assisted suicide. Sorry. I think it should be a legal thing. If someone's already terminal and going to die and they are suffering, just like we do for our animals, we give animals more compassion than we do human beings. And we put our animals down when we know that they are suffering. We don't let them suffer until their time comes. So yes, I think that a human being who is in their right mind should have the, I want to leave. I'm going to leave anyway. Can you let me leave and not suffer in pain for this next month? So yes, I am completely down for that. Because I would want someone to do it for me when my time came. Because I already know me. I'm not doing that. It's weird that question came up because this week I started working on my will. And I also want to work on my living will because I am one of these people, I don't want to be living on a machine indefinitely. I say, give me a month. If after that month the doctors are like, look, she ain't waking up, she brain dead, whatever, please unplug me. And I honestly think a month's too long. I'm just giving a month for the people that are still here that I'm leaving behind so they can deal with it. But yeah. All right, so the first person that answered that question was Darlene Doxy. Choose us a number between 1 and 217. Meanwhile, 217. Meanwhile, if you do have a question related to van life or just anything quite general, please put it in the chat. I'm still watching the chat. This is still van life chat, but we're doing something a little different on this Sunday. All right, she chose 3. Oh, this is another death one. Ooh. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? And why haven't you told them yet? Wow, that is super, super, super heavy. And that's a long one to answer in a chat. I don't know if I have never communicated anything to anyone in my life right this moment. I don't. I don't know if I would have a regret, because I think I've said pretty much, Gwendolyn is saying where I hid my money. Yeah, you would want to tell someone where you hid your money. I think I would have an issue having not communicated with someone in my life very close to me, and I'm not going to say who that is, just for the sake of any issues popping up. Yeah, you can definitely pass on answering this one. I think I would regret not having talked to this person who's probably the closest blood relative of mine in so long. So yeah, I probably would tell them, I just want to talk to them. I don't have any regrets about anything we've said before, or I have said to them the last time I spoke to them. I just feel like I want to talk to them. That's all. I just want to talk to them before I leave this mortal realm. That was a toughie. So I'm going to take the one on the page, same page as number 3. And number 4 seems a little bit lighter, if you will. So I'm going to just choose number 4. It's on the same page. It's 2, 3, and 4 on one page. It says, if you could spend 1 year in perfect happiness, but afterward would remember nothing of the experience, would you do so? If not, why not? Wow. A year in perfect happiness, but you would never remember it afterward. Wow. I would say yes, because I feel like deep within there would be some residual happiness left over. I think, yes, I think I would. I think I would. And if my perfect happiness included other people, they would remember. And I'm expecting y'all to take lots of pictures and refresh my memory so I can have some residual effects of it all. I'm going to say yes. I would take a year of perfect happiness having not remembered it. Yeah, I would say yeah. I would go for it because I feel like deep within your psyche, deep within your soul, there would be some residual leftover happiness within your soul. So yeah, even though you wouldn't remember the details, you would probably have a happy feeling inside, and even if you didn't know why, it would still be there. Ooh, that is hard. Okay, so the first person that answered that other death question that I saw is Miss M. Miss M, can you choose another number for us? Between 1 and 217. Yeah, this does get deep. There are some a little bit lighthearted ones, but I think it's meant to foster real conversation between people. And so I think that's, it's definitely, it's something this would be great around the campfire. It would be great as, time getting to know someone who you're maybe trying to date. This would be good using that for this to see kind of where their morals are, where their head lies. And, I don't know, just to open up dead spaces in conversation. All right, Miss M, I'm so glad you're with us. You don't have to work on Sundays. I might move the lives to Sundays just so I can have you. I've missed you. I'm assuming you don't have to work. If you do, please go to bed. She chose 8. So 8 says, would you rather be a member of a world championship sports team or be the champion of an individual sport? And which sport would you choose? I don't do sports. But I would rather be on a team. I would rather share that with someone. There's no I in teamwork, even though I know, hey, people like Serena Williams who are top of their game, it's individual, then yes, do your thing. And if I was to play a sport already and it was an individual sport, then I would say that. But I think I would want to share that with everybody. I would want to share it. So I think I would be on a sports team, and I think I would do volleyball. I always enjoyed volleyball in school when we played it in gym. So I'm gonna choose volleyball. That's my thing. I don't know. I don't really play sports, but I'm choosing volleyball. The first person that answered that was Born Earth, individual gymnast. Gwendolyn says team player. Miss M says individual sharpshooting. Okay, I'm not messing with you. I'm glad you're my friend. Gigi says team track. Yes, track is cool. I always love watching track on the Olympics. Kathy, hi Kathy, says team. Eileen says team basketball. Cool. All right. Okay, so the first person that answered that was Born Earth. Can you choose us another number? Again, if you're watching this, the 66 people that are, 63 people. This says 66, this says 63. Anyway, the 66 people that are watching this, please throw in a question if you have one. Born Earth says how we are handling COVID is like a team sport. Oh, you best believe it. All right, 13 was chosen by Born Earth. This is a good one. What would constitute, I was saying consider, what would constitute a perfect evening for you? Ooh, that's a good one. So what would be a perfect evening? Doesn't have to be a date. I mean, it can be, but what would be a perfect evening? Just what would be your perfect evening? I am going for anything warm and outside near water is my perfect evening. Fire, water, and warmth. That's my perfect evening. With lots of good friends. Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca. She says watching TV. Sailing in the moonlight. Ooh, nice. Family game night. Ooh, those are fun. Okay. All right, but Rebecca, you were the first one to answer. Gwendolyn says dark snacks, horror movies, dark room snacks, and horror movie. Ooh, that's a close second for me. Especially with someone who truly enjoys horror movies. I have yet to find a friend who truly enjoys horror movies and will just like sit and binge some with me. Yeah, I don't have friends like that. Everybody I meet does not like horror movies. All right, Rebecca. Rebecca, between 1 and 217. Darlene says, I agree, Crystal. I forgot about the water in the stars. Okay. We just did 13. Wait. Hold on. Yeah, we just did 13. You got to choose another number. Eileen says, favorite meal, overlooking the ocean, then going home and making love. What? I'm not even going to be mad at that. 17. Oh, here's another one about life and death. Okay. 17. Would you be willing to become What? Would you be willing to become extremely ugly physically if it meant you would live for 1,000 years at any physical age you choose? That's interesting. So would you be ugly on the outside, not the inside? It's stressing physically. Would you be willing to be extremely ugly on the outside if it meant you could live for 1,000 years at any physical age you chose? So you could be young and ugly for 1,000 years. You know what? I'm gonna say yes because I want to see what the world looks like in 1,000 years. So yeah, I don't care about being ugly on the outside. I would be young though. I would be young, young, young. But yeah, I want to see what the world looks like in 1,000 years and what people are doing in 1,000 years. Because dang it, I want a flying car like on the Jetsons. Okay, I'm still waiting for my flying car, and if it means I got to be ugly on the outside, I want to see 1,000 years to get my flying car. Because it does not say, yes, I was just going to say that, Gigi. It does not say I can't get plastic surgery, and it does not say that I can't make lots of money. So that's all I'm saying. Hey, yes, I would be young. I would be like 25 and ugly on the outside and make my money, get my flying car, and have plastic surgery. Yup. I'm just saying. It doesn't say that. It does not say that. Born Earth, you were first, but you already chose the number. So, Gwendolyn, you were next. So, go ahead and give us a number for the next one. I am loving this book. I really am. I'm really loving this book. Choose us a number, Gwendolyn. 75. Yeah, getting in the upper numbers now. Yeah, okay. 75. Oh, Lord. This is a long one. This is like a paragraph. Okay, listen close, everybody. After a medical examination, your doctor calls and gravely says you have a rare lymphatic cancer and only a few months to live. 5 days later, she informs you that the lab tests were mislabeled. You are perfectly healthy. Forced for a moment to look death in the face, you have been allowed to turn and go on. During these difficult days, you would certainly have gained some insights about yourself. Do you think they would be worth the pain? So you have so basically I'm going to paraphrase this. For 5 days, you thought you were going to die in a few months. What would you maybe have gained about yourself insight-wise? And would it have been worth that 5 days of knowing you might be dying? I would say yes. As long as I didn't make any crazy life decisions in those 5 days, like give everything away or, cut some random people out or whatever. Yes, I would think I probably would have taken that 5 days to self-reflect and maybe mend some relationships or talk to people that I'm still holding grudges. No, I probably wouldn't do that. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have done that. Because if I had a grudge with you, it was for a legit reason. But yeah, I think I would have done a lot of self-reflecting in that 5 days. So I think 5 days of thinking you were going to die and reflecting on your life as it is, then yes, I feel like, yeah, it probably would be worth that. Yeah. Simply Natural. Hey, how are you? So I just want to give those that don't follow my social media some background information. So yesterday I did ride out to Mr. R's house, 103 miles one way, to check on him, and unfortunately I still have no answers. His rig, which is a, pretty new rig, is completely locked up as if he did not have plans on coming back anytime soon. His vehicle is gone, and his other vehicles seem to be put in a position on his little area there where he knew he wouldn't be back soon. So I'm still just as worried as I was, and even more so worried because his cell phone, is no longer taking calls, and that's the biggest thing that worries me. And I thought, well, maybe he just blocked me. Maybe I did or said something and he's ghosted me. But I went to Miss K's house after going to his house, and she tried calling on her phone, and he does not have her number to be able to block her, and it's the same thing. So, Mr. R, I don't know where you are. I don't know what's going on with you. My mind goes to very dark places quite easily because that's just the kind of person I am. So I'm thinking really, really life or death type things, and I am wanting you to please contact me, even if it's just a random email saying I'm good. If you don't want to have anything to do with me, that's fine. I just want to know that you're okay, because my mind has gone to some really dark places. With this has been over a month now since the last time I talked to you, so it's not like you. And for your phone to not be working, it's almost as if you didn't pay the bill, but because you have like a legit phone service, it's not quite cut off. It's just not taking calls, and it says that the person you're trying to reach is not taking calls right now, or cannot take calls right now. So I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know if something has happened and you needed to a quick, go deal with it, and you just, it slipped your mind to pay the bill or whatever. But please reach out and let me know you're okay, because I am super worried. I did leave a note on your rig. I slipped it in the door, so hopefully when you get back, you will see that. But I'm going to keep calling you every couple days and hope that you end up paying that bill and we can chat, because texts aren't going through either. So, the first person to answer that last question. Oh, someone wants to know the name of this book. It's called The Book of Questions by Gregory Stock, PhD. And I found it on thriftbooks.com. And I think I paid $5 for it, like $4 or $5 for it. There's also another one called The Book of Questions, Love and Sex. We'll be using this one in January on Freaky Friday, because Freaky Fridays have gotten stale, and I think this will help us. So, yeah, I am loving them. They're very small books, as you can see. I have a fairly small hand, but very hand size. You can throw it in your bag, backpack, purse, whatever, and keep it with you when you end up being around friends or, waiting in line, maybe. I'm one of those people that I would ask these questions to people waiting in line. Hey, y'all, let's play a game. I'm weird like that. So the person that answered that last question first, Miss M, you already did a question. That would be Tamika. Tamika, choose a number between 1 and 217, and we're going to answer another question before getting off of the live. And I thank everybody for joining me on Sunday, because I know Sundays are not our normal time, so I'm surprised we got this many people, so I appreciate it. Tamika, if you're still there, go ahead. I know there's like a 20-30 second delay, so I'm waiting. Go ahead and do a number between 1 and 217. Yeah, it was definitely worth the $4 or $5 I paid for them. I definitely want to say, I think one might have been $1 more than the other, but they were both under $6, definitely. I believe one was like $4.99. It's definitely fun, and you can even do this over Zoom with your friends. Get a bunch of your friends on Zoom or StreamYard or whatever streaming service, and just do this as as you guys are all you can have your dinner in front of you and just have a fun little answering questions thing. Each person, even family, friends, whatever. Thank you for catching me live for the first time, Icy. Welcome to the journey. And if you have subscribed already, welcome to the Vayner Fanner family. Tamika, it doesn't look like you are answering, so maybe you have left. I'm going to move on. Susan says if she doesn't say a number, do 217. Okay, we'll do the very last one. Okay, there are some further questions. There's another little section. But okay, I'm going to do 217, just so you know I'm not cheating. I would never do that. It says, if you were guaranteed honest responses to any 3 questions, who would you question and what would you ask? Ooh. Wow, I can't say mine. But if you were guaranteed honest responses to any 3 questions, who would you ask the questions and what questions would you ask? Woo! That is good. I have one person in my life that I would ask all 3 questions of. Ooh, that's a good one, Miss M. The creator. Okay. I didn't think about that one. That's good. Yeah, I only have one person in real life, I guess you should say, a human, that I would ask probably all 3 of my questions to. And I'm not going to say it because it'll get me in hella trouble. So, yeah. I'm just going to read y'all's. Susan says Trump. Ooh, don't get started. Simply Natural says I'm not weird. I have personality. What's that emoji that does this? Thank you. Oh, Marcus says my baby mama. What? Okay, Marcus, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I understand, but I'm not touching it. Not doing it. But I understand. I understand. Woo, that was a good one. Anyway, guys, I'm going to open this up to any other questions for you guys before we get off. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to ask me any other questions that you may have. If you don't feel like asking your question here, or if you are watching this as a replay and you have a question for me later, definitely hit me up in the email, crystal@crystalvayner.com, and put Q&A as your subject line, because you guys know Tuesday is Q&A Tuesday. I answer a question, and I have a few that I need to get to, but I can always use more. Okay? Okay. All right. Gwendolyn says the meat cutter at the grocery store. That's funny. That is too funny. Oh, Darlene, I think you better watch out. You're about to get blocked already. Born Earth says, how did you meet the gentleman you are searching for? Oh, Mr. R. How did Mr. R and I meet? Oh, wow. We actually met on a dating site. We met on Plenty of Fish earlier this year. So, yeah. We met on Plenty of Fish and started a friendship, and then started something more than a friendship, kind of a FWB. If you don't know what that means, I will put it in the comments below after this chat, because well, I already said this is not made for kids, but I don't want it to get age restricted. Anyway, yeah, so, but we remained friends after that FWB situation ended, and we've been friends since the beginning of this year. I want to say February. We've been friends since February, so, you know, going on a year of friendship. But yeah, so, and he was going to be helping me with some things in Mona. That's our last conversation, was talking about, you know, some things I wanted to do in Mona. So yeah, it's really, yeah, really, really, really unlike him to be this non-communicative. So yeah. Simply Natural says, I would ask the father and then my real dad. Okay, now. Ronnie says, I got a Coleman propane camp stove, model 5400A700 as backup heat. What sources of emergency do you have? So right now I'm in sticks and bricks, so I don't really need a backup situation, but I've always used a cooktop as a heat source pretty much. I did have a wave 3, but you guys know in Cardinal that caught on fire, and so I've been really leery about going back to a wave 3. And I don't think it was the actual wave 3 that had an issue. I think it was my hose was the issue. But yeah, after that fire, I've just been real leery about the wave 3. And I am considering at some point by next winter having one of those diesel heaters in Mona, but I'm gonna get the Chinese diesel heater because the real ones are very expensive. And I've seen so many nomads for the last 2 years who have the Chinese like $250 diesel heaters, and I actually have a personal friend that has one in her trailer, and they have no issues with them, none whatsoever. So that's probably what I would do. Let's see. Why you won't quit YouTube? Because YouTube not paying very much. What? Okay, I'm not even answering that question. What difference does it make? Okay, I'm not answering that question. Jody says, do you watch any other YouTube channels, and if so, who is your favorite? I don't have a favorite. I just kind of jump on and off YouTube very quick nowadays. I don't spend a whole lot of time on YouTube. And be honest with you, I watch a lot of non-van life things, to be honest with you. I'm kind of over watching other people's van life because it has nothing to do with my van life. I try and support some people here and there with watching their videos, or if I see something interesting on a channel that I've been following, then I'll, if they have an interesting particular video, I'll watch it. But a lot of times I let people's videos just play, and I don't pay attention to it. I let it play on one of my other devices or on my laptop now that I'm in Sticks and Bricks, just to support them with a watch. And I don't comment a lot, even though I could sign in as one of my other 4 aliases on Google and YouTube and use that to comment. I don't like commenting as Crystal Vanner because I feel like it gets nitpicked sometimes by other YouTubers. So I try not to comment as myself. This is the book. These are the books for those that are asking again. And you can always email me. Okay, you can always email me. We're not doing another question, Ronnie, but thank you. Eileen wants to know, what is the best way to sell or downsize social media? What? I would suggest, Eileen, that you do a search on that on YouTube. YouTube is a great resource because that's too much to try and answer right now. And I honestly don't know if I know the best way. But there are so many channels devoted to helping content creators that they have spent timeless hours doing the research and the work to figure that out for you. So that would probably be your best resource than me. So that's what I'm going to say. Zebra Lady says, I thought YouTube paid well if you have a good audience. So I will always say this 100 times again, and I will end on this. Everyone looks at my subscriber count and thinks she's making a lot of money. If all those subscribers watched my videos, I could be making $5 to $7 grand a month. However, only about 1,500 people watch my videos. So I'm making about 400 a month. Just saying. And even out of those 1,500 people, I can show you the analytics where everyone does not watch the full video. So not watching the full video and not watching all my videos regularly, it doesn't help. I love that everyone has stumbled upon me and subscribed, but then if you don't come back and watch, it doesn't really help me. That number going up looks beautiful, but it's the views that count, and it's the amount of time, you watch. And I know, I get it. I don't watch YouTube that much, so I get it. But I'm going to keep sharing the journey until I feel like it's just not worth my time. Or it's not worth your time. I don't want to keep making videos that aren't beneficial to you. I've been thinking about cutting out the Thursday videos unless I have something really worthwhile to share, because I don't want to keep repeating information to you guys. So You'll probably start getting the Tuesday video and the weekend live. And when I have something worthwhile sharing, then I'll do a Thursday video. I just feel like it's not worth me wasting your time with another video about something you already know or have already seen on this channel. So especially if I'm not doing anything with Mona right now. Once I start doing stuff with Mona, then those will be the Thursday videos. But yeah, I feel like I want this channel to be, you know, productive, but I also want it to serve you as well. Yeah, I want to make money. Of course I do. But I want to serve you guys as well. So I just want to make sure that I'm not getting too stagnant or wasting your time when you could be watching someone else. So anyway, I appreciate all of you. Really do. Love you to death. Thank you for watching another video. And if you're watching this as a replay, I hope you watched all 40 minutes of this without skipping through. I'll see you guys next time. Tuesday is a Q&A. I'll be answering a question. No, I'm not vegan. That's the last question I'm going to answer. I'm some weird hybrid. Love you guys so much. Don't forget to be good to yourself. Be kind to others in whatever you're doing. I hope you are enjoying it. Mr. R, contact me. See you guys next time.